What do we got here? It looks like the King County community greenhouse gas emissions. Whoa! There's more details about the greenhouse gas emissions in King County. You can't even take that. Whoa! Look at that! It's the South Mid Lake Sammamish annual mean whole lake volume weighted total phosphorus levels. Bet you weren't expecting to see that in one of these bad boys. But you got one anyway.
Look at that. Trash in the river. A fish could choke on that. I could choke on that.
I could choke on that too.
That dog could choke on that.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
Something needs to be done. Here in the Northwest, pollution hits hard because of all the plants, animals, and port cities we have.
In 1958, 14,000 cities in King County discharged 20 million gallons of inadequate treated sewage into Lake Washington every day.
In September 1958, King County voters approved a Metro Council to maintain the quality of life in Puget Sound. Metro engineers eventually designed 4 wastewater treatment plants, more than 100 miles of large tunnels and interceptor sewers, and dozens of pumping stations.
An 8-inch disc was visible from the surface of Lake Washington at a depth of 12 feet. By 1966, the lake had become so polluted that the disc could not be seen more than 2 feet below the surface. 2 years later, after Metro closed the last plant discharging into the lake, the disc was visible at the depth of 9 feet. By 1993, it could easily be seen at nearly 25 feet.
In 1994, Metro was folded into King County as the result of a court decision that held that the Metropolitan Municipal Corporation was unconstitutional.
Even as air quality improves nationwide, some Washington cities and counties receive poor grades in pollution assessment by the American Lung Association.
Washington State Department of Ecology in 2009 estimated 1,100 Washington residents die each year due to small particles, and the cost of particle pollution to state residents, businesses, and governments total about $190 million a year.
So what we found here are not quite pollution, but it's definitely a dead bird. Look at that. What's going on there? What about these? That's his rib cage, right there.
Ew.
Gross. This?
Something.
I don't know what it is, but it's hard. All these feathers, a little bit of cartilage here. Whoa. We got a dead. Whew, we got a bird murder.
And that's what happens when you pollute.
That's what happens when you pollute. Pollution in King County can be somewhat confusing at times. We're not totally sure where it is or how much.
What's that?
Oh my God. It's a letter in a bottle.
Oh my God.
It's a relevant graph about the King County Pollution Index.
Whoa!
Clearly labeled. Okay, so it's got the US. That's the standard. It's always 100. Looks like we're comparing the King County, which is in blue, to Washington in red, in terms of the the United States amount. Looks like, okay. In nitrogen, King County is lower. Nitrogen dioxide, that is. King County is lower than Washington as an average. In particulates, King County is once again just a little bit below Washington in averages for particulate matter. But CO2, King County's got Washington beat by just a hair.
And what about the U.S.? Are we beating the U.S.?
We're always beating the U.S. in nitrogen. Nah, actually, we're beating the U.S. in CO2, though. For lead, We're straight slamming Washington there.
Yeah, dude.
Okay, and ozone. Also, oh my God, we are just trashing Washington State in ozone and air pollution. You know why that is? I bet that's Seattle.
Mm-hmm.
Let's save this for the next weary traveler.
Yeah. Pollution. It sucks.
I know, right? You see water bottles everywhere, and people need to use like reusable water bottles.
Like that, yeah.
Reuse, reuse, and recycle.
There were so many water bottles in those woods. And other bottles for adult beverages.
I know. People, man, they don't take care of themselves.
Yeah.
They don't even...
They don't take care of Mother Nature.
Mm-hmm.
She's not just going to take care of us.
Yeah.
I mean, she can, but only if we do our part. Like not throwing away water bottles and adult beverage bottles.
If, like, you just take one small step, and then it leads to a bigger part, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, maybe just
Clean
stop
up
murdering ducks. Like, somebody murdered a duck in there, I think.
Man, I think so. Yeah.
Why'd that happen? That happened
don't
because of
know.
pollution.
Yeah, probably ate like some plastic that we left behind.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Maybe it choked on a bottle, like I could have.
Yeah. Everybody could have choked.
Anybody
on
could have choked on that bottle. It's floating down the river.
Yeah.
The creek. It's really a creek more than a river.
Remember, kids, never litter, but it's okay to leave it as you found it.